It was good until I busted my knee on day one. And then all the things that I wanted to do. Look, you always just want to look the part. I always feel like if I can be believable as a guy who can kind of go out there and run an adventure race, then I'll do the man justice. But after I tore my knee, it was just like everybody else was worried that we were going to shut down the movie. I was going to have the surgery, and Michael was like, "No, this is what it's about. You have to go through all of this pain and this suffering." And I never really even knew anything about adventure racing, and also to know that Michael, who I knew to be one of the most selfish guys in the world, in his pursuit of achieving his ultimate goal of winning a world championship, did the most selfless thing by sacrificing the race and his dream to save Arthur, even though he wasn't really a dog person. It just kind of happened. And then he realized after he's sitting in the street, like, oh my God, I actually did this. What am I going to do now? Look, I mean, everything that I credit all my success to my faith, both personally and professionally. And I think if it wasn't for my faith and, a little bit of, heightened reality, belief in myself, I would have never done any of the things that I've been able to accomplish. So I'm really trying to encourage people that anything is possible if you're willing to do the work. And sometimes putting yourself out there a little bit, taking risks, risk looking ridiculous and failing and falling on your face. These are the kind of chances that you have to take, and I really do believe that anything is possible. So I'm living proof of that, and I want to encourage people to gravitate towards that and take some risks and take some swings, and also encourage them to be better and do better. Just that I think my instinct was right, that once I saw the doc, I couldn't believe that it hadn't been made yet, or somebody hadn't already kind of snatched it up. I thought, it's got all the elements of the perfect, big 4-quadrant movie, appealing to families and of course, dog lovers. Who wouldn't find it inspiring, and be moved by it emotionally? But I think the way the movie kind of came together under the circumstances with COVID and everything else that was happening, we were very fortunate. I think this movie has been blessed in a way that some aren't. It's never for lack of effort when making a movie. You always want to make the best version of it. Sometimes it just doesn't turn out that way. And it's nice to see this as a contribution to the cinematic experience again, and going to a theater yesterday where I, spent, the last 15 years taking my kids to see films there 4 or 5 days a week, and my wife and I would go on our date night every week there, and then see this movie there with people again in a theater, laughing, crying, sharing that experience with strangers. It was touching. It was really, really touching, and I just thanked Michael and Helen and his kids for allowing me to be the one to shepherd this story and to be a part of that.